Hello, food lovers, travel enthusiasts, and curious explorers. Welcome back to Global Eats Uncovered, your passport to an exciting culinary journey across the globe. If you've ever wondered how agriculture shapes the food we eat, you're in the right place. From the wild fields of South America to the fertile plains of Asia, agriculture on your plate is a fascinating story that we often overlook. In today's episode, we'll uncover the surprising foods that are deeply connected to agriculture. Some you might not even realize are so farm-fueled. Join us as we explore the hidden connections between farming and the food we love to eat. Let's dive in. Agriculture on your plate. Foods you didn't know were farm-fueled. Farming has been the backbone of human civilization, providing the raw materials for the food we consume every day. While we often focus on obvious agricultural products like fruits, vegetables, and grains, many of our favorite dishes are shaped by farming practices in ways we may not even realize. From the spices that enhance our meals to the hidden ingredients that give them flavor and texture, agriculture touches every aspect of our food. Let's take a deep dive into some of the most surprising foods you may not have known were farm-fueled and explore the agricultural processes behind them. 1. Italy. Truffles and pasta. Hidden agricultural gems. Truffle pasta, the underground luxury. Italy is famous for its rich culinary traditions, and one of the most luxurious ingredients that often graces Italian dishes is the truffle. Truffles are fungi that grow underground, forming a symbiotic relationship with the roots of certain trees, such as oak and hazelnut. These highly prized delicacies are harvested by specially trained dogs or pigs, and their connection to agriculture is much deeper than most people realize. While the truffles themselves are foraged, the process of cultivating truffle-producing trees requires careful land management and agricultural knowledge. Truffle farms, also known as, are becoming more popular in Italy, especially in regions like Tuscany and Piedmont, where the soil and climate are ideal for truffle growth. When paired with pasta, these underground treasures create a dish that represents the deep connection between agriculture and Italian culinary artistry. The pasta itself, often made from durum wheat grown in Italy's fertile fields, acts as the perfect vehicle for the earthy, rich flavor of truffles. Farm-fueled experience. To truly understand the agricultural connection to truffle pasta, visit the truffle farms of Tuscany or Piedmont. Here, you can watch as truffle hunters search the ground for these elusive fungi and learn about the farming methods that sustain the delicate balance required for truffle production. 2. Mexico. Agave and tequila. The role of agriculture in spirits. Tequila, a drink rooted in Mexican agriculture. When most people think of tequila, they think of the famous agave plant, which is native to Mexico and used to create this iconic spirit. What many don't know is that the production of tequila is deeply tied to agriculture in the country's agave-growing regions, such as Jalisco. The agave plant itself is carefully cultivated for years before it's harvested, as it takes between 7 to 12 years for the plant to mature enough to be used for tequila production. The piña, or core of the agave, is harvested, cooked, and fermented to create the base for tequila. The cultivation of agave is a labor-intensive process that involves skilled farming practices to ensure the plants thrive in the region's soil and climate. What's truly remarkable is how the growing demand for tequila has led to the rise of sustainable farming practices to protect agave crops, which are essential to the livelihoods of many farmers in Mexico. Farm-fueled experience. In Jalisco, take a tour of an agave plantation and observe the intricate farming techniques that go into cultivating the plants. You can also visit distilleries to learn how the agave is transformed into tequila, all while understanding the agricultural importance of this process. 3. India. Spice farms and the flavors of curry. Curry, a fusion of agricultural bounty. When you think of curry, you might immediately think of the rich, complex flavors that come from a blend of spices. However, what many don't realize is that these spices are the products of carefully cultivated farms across India. Curry as a dish can include a variety of ingredients, from turmeric, cumin, coriander, and garam masala, to the vegetables and meats that form its base. India's spice-growing regions, including Kerala and Rajasthan, rely on sustainable agricultural practices to cultivate these highly aromatic plants. The spices themselves require careful harvesting and preparation to bring out their full flavor potential. For instance, turmeric and coriander are grown in the fertile soils of southern India, while cardamom is harvested from the high-altitude farms of Kerala. Each spice used in a traditional Indian curry tells the story of India's rich agricultural landscape and the long-standing farming practices that have been passed down through generations. Farm-fueled experience. To experience curry in its agricultural context, take a trip to Kerala spice farms. Walk through fields where spices like turmeric and cardamom are grown, and learn how these ingredients are harvested and processed to create the signature flavors of Indian curry. Don't forget to visit local markets where these spices are sold fresh and get a taste of the dishes that rely on them. For Japan, rice and noodles, the foundation of Japanese cuisine. Ramen, a dish fueled by rice and wheat. Japanese cuisine is known for its simplicity and elegance, and ramen is a perfect example of how agriculture shapes the food culture of Japan. While many people think of ramen as just noodles and broth, the base ingredients, wheat for the noodles and rice for the broth, are the products of Japan's highly refined farming practices. Rice has been a staple of Japanese agriculture for centuries, and it plays a central role in many Japanese dishes, including ramen. The wheat for ramen noodles, traditionally grown in Hokkaido, is a key ingredient that influences the texture and consistency of the noodles. Additionally, the flavor of the broth is often enhanced with soy sauce or miso, which are made using fermented rice and wheat, further emphasizing the agricultural connections. Farm-fueled experience. In Japan, visit the rice fields of Niigata or the wheat fields in Hokkaido to see how these crops are grown and harvested. Take a guided tour of a ramen shop to understand how the noodles are made, and see firsthand how Japanese farmers are responsible for creating the essential ingredients that make ramen a global favorite. 5. Peru. The potatoes and grains of the Andes, cosa rellena, a dish rooted in Peru's agricultural diversity. Peru is known for its vast agricultural diversity, and one of the country's most iconic dishes, cosa rellena, highlights how agriculture plays a significant role in shaping the flavors of Peruvian cuisine. This dish is made from potatoes, which are native to the Andes Mountains, and is often paired with seafood, avocado, and other local vegetables. Peru is home to over 3,000 varieties of potatoes, and the country's agricultural practices focus on sustainable cultivation methods that preserve the biodiversity of crops. Potatoes have been cultivated in the high-altitude regions of the Andes for thousands of years, and the indigenous people of Peru have developed sophisticated farming techniques to grow them in the harsh mountain environment. Farm-fueled experience. Travel to the Sacred Valley in Peru to visit local farms, where you can see how potatoes are grown at high altitudes. You can also visit the famous Potato Museum in Cusco to learn more about the agricultural significance of this crop in Peruvian culture. Try cosa rellena, made with freshly harvested potatoes, and experience firsthand how agriculture shapes Peruvian cuisine. 6. Thailand. Rice and fruits. The building blocks of Thai dishes. Pad Thai, a dish supported by rice farming. One of Thailand's most famous dishes, Pad Thai, is a delicious stir-fry of rice noodles, shrimp, tofu, eggs, and peanuts. While the dish is renowned for its bold flavors, it's also deeply connected to Thailand's agricultural heritage. Rice is a key ingredient in Pad Thai, and it's grown in abundance in Thailand's fertile plains. The country's rice fields are some of the most productive in the world, and the rice produced here is used in countless Thai dishes. In addition to rice, Pad Thai often includes locally grown vegetables, such as bean sprouts, chives, and peanuts, all of which are cultivated through traditional farming methods. The use of fish sauce and tamarind in the dish also highlights the agricultural importance of these products in Thailand's food culture. Farm-fueled experience. In Thailand, visit the rice paddies in Ayutthaya or Chiang Mai, where you can learn about the rice farming process. Explore local farms that grow vegetables and peanuts, and gain a deeper appreciation for the agricultural roots of Pad Thai. Agriculture's hidden hand in global cuisine. Agriculture shapes everything we eat, even in ways we might not always recognize. From truffles in Italy to curry in India, farming plays a critical role in the flavors and ingredients that define our favorite dishes. Whether it's a drink like tequila or a beloved dish like ramen, the food we enjoy is often deeply connected to agricultural practices that have been refined over centuries. The next time you sit down for a meal, take a moment to appreciate the hidden agricultural connections that bring your food to life. From farm-fueled pastas to spice-filled curries, agriculture is at the heart of every delicious dish.